Hey Facebook, what's going on? Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk about something that's a bit of an interesting topic because I think a lot of times people focus in on who their non-friends are, who the people are that they know they shouldn't be friends with, and they go out of their way to avoid those people, and they don't actually realize that there's a different type of friendship that's actually far more toxic to you mentally, physically, emotionally, in all ways than the person that you know is your enemy, the frenemy, or what we're going to talk about as ambivalent friendships. So ambivalent friends are those frenemies, the people who you're not sure when you see them if you're going to get the friend or if you're going to get the enemy. So just have a think about your life, your environment right now, and if you have people that you would consider to be frenemies, or people that you're not really sure what you're going to get with them. Sometimes they're super supportive, sometimes they're super loving, sometimes they're just haters and hate on you. So if you can think of any of those people that you have in your life, comment below and say yes. And if you want to put the number of people that you think are frenemies in your life, the number of frenemies that you might have, pop that in the comments as well. So there's a reason that these people are so much more toxic than the people that you know are actual enemies, people that you know that whenever you see them, they're gonna hate on you, and just to steer clear from them. We only have so much mental capacity in a day. We only have so much space for emotion in our unconscious mind. Hey Cole, thanks for joining. So we only have so much space for these ambivalent, for any emotion really. And people who are ambivalent friends, or frenemies as we're calling them, they take up a lot of that mental energy. Now there's been some studies done where they would go into a workplace or survey different people, and they would ask these people, how many frenemies do you think you have in this workplace? And that's why I'm asking you to comment below how many you have, because self-awareness is everything. The way that we create any change in our life is through self-awareness first. So what they said to these people was, how many ambivalent friends or frenemies do you have in your workplace? And they got the people to write down the exact number. And then they followed these people. They followed their productivity, they followed the number of days that they called in sick, they followed all these different factors around emotional, mental, physical health. And what they found was the people who had more frenemies had less productivity, they had more sick days, and they found themselves to be sick and stressed out more overall than people who had less frenemies in their workplace. And that's because when we have frenemies, the more of those that we have, the more on edge we are. So having frenemies puts us into a state of fight or flight, on guard, where we have to be on the defense, ready to fight or to run away at a moment's notice if this person decides to go towards the enemy side or the hater side today. If you know that somebody is always going to be loving and supportive of you, you don't have to worry. You can let your guard down. You can relax around those people. If you know that somebody is always going to be a hater, then you can take the appropriate measures to set boundaries, to not have that person in your life, to cut them out of your life. For somebody who walks the border and they sit on the fence of both sides, being a friend sometimes and an enemy other times, they put you into a state of fight or flight, as I said. So they arouse what we call the sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight. You have this constant low level of stress and anxiety, and the more people in your workplace that you have that are frenemies, the higher that stress level gets. because you have a little bit of stress and anxiety for each one. Now, the more people you have in your workplace or in your church or in your school, in your life in general, in your family even, the more you feel like you can be attacked from any angle. And so it's like your head is always on a swivel. You feel like you can never fully relax. So those people that you have classified as frenemies, it's important for your health to start looking for ways to cut them out. Is it necessary to have them in your life? Yes, I get that you might have to work with some people. You don't have to choose to be friends with them. And in fact, what I've started doing is I've put those people into the enemy pile. I do not ever allow myself to be vulnerable or share any information with them that can be used against me in the future. Because what this frenemy pile, or what these people who are frenemies do, is they almost lull you into a sense of false security, right? So they show interest, have your back, and then you start to think, oh, well, maybe they're coming around, maybe I can trust this person, maybe I was overreacting, I judged them too harshly, whatever excuses you make up for them, you give them the benefit of the doubt, you open up to them only to have them use that against you, stick that knife in your back in the future. My goal is to help you have the best life that you can in 2019. And the best way to do that is to set strong, strict boundaries with frenemies and to start cutting those ties so that you can have more emotional and mental peace and space in general. Marie Kondo's Netflix show, Tidying Up, I think it's called, is really popular right now, and I love it because it talks about decluttering the physical space. And what's important about decluttering the physical space is that that opens us up unconsciously to decluttering our life. So if you are a fan of Marie Kondo and tidying up, then don't just stop at decluttering your home or decluttering your office, decluttering your workspace. Look at starting to declutter your life in general. Look at all of your friendships and ask yourself, does this spark joy? Do I get joy from hanging out with this person, or do I more so feel anxiety because I don't know if they're gonna love me or hate me today? If there's people that you are continually walking on eggshells around, those are not the kind of people that should be in your life. It is not self-loving to have those people in your life. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick before my next client and just talk about ambivalent friendships and to tell you the science, what science is actually showing us about how this impacts our productivity, how it impacts your mental health, your emotional health, and so that you can make the most self-loving decisions in 2019 and start filtering these people out. And here's the thing, oftentimes we're scared of letting go of old friendships that have passed their expiry date because we don't want to feel alone or whatever reason. We've had a lot of good experiences with that person, we have a lot of memories. I'm not saying get rid of those memories. I'm just saying that not everyone is meant to be in your life for a lifetime. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And oftentimes we want people to stick around for a lifetime when there's somebody who's just meant to be there for a reason or a season. And that's okay. You can let go of them lovingly. You don't have to do it with any animosity, anger, hate. You can let go of those relationships and those ties in a loving manner and set that person free to live their life while you set yourself free. You can send them love and light as you let go of that tie, but know that as soon as you start letting go of those things, those relationships that are not supporting your growth, that are not helping you go where you want to go in life, then you create room and space for people who are like-minded, people who are supporting and loving of you, always, not just part-time, to come into your life. But you have to take the first step and start cleaning out your closet, so to speak. You have to clean out those friendships that aren't serving you so that you can get to the next level of friendships, of mental health, of productivity in your business or your workplace, letting go of the stress and anxiety, all of those peaceful places that people want to go. So feel free again to reach out if you have any questions about ambivalent friends. If you're not sure if somebody is an ambivalent friend, please feel free to comment below or shoot me a direct message. And there's 1 week left in my February self-love special. So click on the link above. I'll drop it in the comments as well. But this is your last week to get this incredible package that's worth $1,200 for $197. I am going to go work with another client and help them become more self-loving, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.